Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a new series here on the channel. Today we're gonna start playing some Slay the Spire. And yeah, we're basically just gonna do some runs in Slay the Spire and hopefully we're gonna beat it. For the first run, we're gonna play some Ironclad, which is basically like the warrior archetype in this game. And yeah, let's just get into it. I have played a little bit of this game before, but like not crazy amounts. Okay, so here in the beginning of every round we get to start with some sort of buff. We could either obtain 100 gold, choose a card to obtain, lose all gold, max HP, etc. I really like this, lose all gold and max HP 16. Because that's gonna bring us up to 96 base HP, and then we're just gonna focus on doing runs. We're gonna ignore this store because we don't have any gold, and then I think let's see what row we're gonna take. Like, if you're not familiar to this game at all, like, this is enemies. You have some rest spots where you can regain HP, like you can see up here. And you have treasures. Let's see, we have some treasure chests where you can get loot. You have merchants, which is the the bags on screen where we can buy stuff, and unknown can be whatever. And then we also have like elite monsters, which are really strong and gonna hurt us a lot. So I think we're gonna start up here where we're gonna go fight, question mark, fight, and then we can rest here. And then we're gonna fight an elite monster, fight, chest, question mark. Like, it looks like a good road to begin with. So let's start. Okay, so first bell, here we go. So in this game you draw cards and basically you build your deck. So whenever we beat an opponent we are allowed to take a new card, and also like in the combat we see what our opponents are going to do, so we get to react depending on that. So this guy is gonna do a strategic ability, which is basically a buff, so we don't need to defend like with this card, like this defensive cards. So we just get to do damage here and then pass the turn. And that's basically like the combat in this game. Okay, now you see it's gonna do 6 damage, so we need to defend. And then we get to do another attack. So yeah, like the combat in this game is really simple in the beginning, but as we progress further, the monster gets very hard. It's not gonna lie. So armor up, do some damage, and pass over. Okay. So he has 19 HP left. We can do 18. It's not enough. I truly believe that taking as little damage in this game as possible is the way to go. Because also where like in the campsites you can choose to instead of resting and regaining health, you can also upgrade cards, which is really good. We can't upgrade cards if we are low on health. So, and like this, after every combat we get to choose what card we want to pick. And I think we are going to take, like, for our first run, let's do like let's pick dual will, because that makes a copy of whatever other card we want to use. Okay, so we're up against two fluffy little guys here. So this guy's gonna hit us for 15. This guy's gonna use a strategic ability which is gonna affect us negatively. So I will just defend here. And then gonna strike, and pass. Weakened. Attack deals 20% less damage for. Okay, so we're going to be doing less damage against our opponents. But by doing that, you can still kill that. So we're just gonna take 5 damage and we have 5 blocks. There's no worries for us. Ouch. Okay, he's gonna do a strategic ability, so we just get to do damage to him basically. And he's on 1 HP, so he's dead next turn. Yeah, like I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. It's simple, but still has some depth in it because we need to choose what to pick. Clash is a really good card here. It can only be played if every card in your hand is attacks, deal 14 damage, and it costs 0 energy. It's a great card. So let's keep on going up. Okay, so we're going to take some damage here. Can't kill it, so I guess we're just gonna do it like this and take 3 damage. We have a relic up here that means that we are regaining 3 after each combat, so it's not the end of the world taking some damage, but it does not feel great. Okay, here we have to armor up, but because we the clash costs 0 and we have only attacks in our hand, we get to use it. And that's enough armor to block all their damage. Like you see those cards that says exhaust, that's the enemy putting cards in our deck that are basically just filler cards that when we draw them we can't do anything with them. But that went regionally well, so that wasn't a problem. Shrug it off, gain 8 block and drawing 1 card seems pretty good, so why not? And now we get to our first question mark. Question marks can be everything from treasure chest to special events to like spinning a wheel which might give you health or curses or whatever, to combat. And this time we sadly just got combat, so that's like the least fun part that we could have gotten. So we have 8, we can block, it picks up to 13, and then we can strike this big dude. And the thing about this game is that block, unless you have a card that says the block doesn't like gets removed after like 1 turn, you need to reset your block. Like you saw there, like the window just removed itself. So here we get to pick an extra clash with dual will. We get to block, and we get to kill this, hurt this a lot, and yeah, that's about it. We couldn't kill it, so we're gonna take 1 damage here. Okay, let's see. We are just gonna strike. Oh, we can only duel with attacks. I thought we could duel with defensive abilities too. Damn it. That sucks. So we're gonna take 2 damage. Shrug it off. Defend. And we get double clash for lethal. Perfect. And we heal over 6 health every turn, or after every combat. So we are still at max HP. Ooh, double tap is a good one. This turn, your next attack is played twice. Definitely don't want that. Question is, do we want to find? I think we can fight this elite early. Okay, so here, you walk into a room and find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Ho ho, hello. What have you got here? Hello, adventurer. Ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of life is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? So we can get a curse but get 175 gold, or we can disagree. I don't like curses in this game in general. I think they are really, really hard to play around. So we're just gonna skip it and jump into our first elite, which is like the mini bosses in this game. This guy is a lot stronger than the opponents we played before, so we'll see what he's gonna do. Enrage. Whenever you play a skill, gain. Okay, so whenever we play a card that isn't an attack, he is going to get stronger, which is not very good for us. So here we're gonna just have to eat 16 damage, which I don't like at all. Ouch. Wow. Wow, this is bad. Yeah, we just get the armor up and take like 7 damage. Ouch! Come on, give me some attacks, please. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oof. Okay, and whenever you beat an elite, you get gold as like any opponent, but you also get a relic. So, Kunani, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, you gain 1 dexterity. Dexterity is a stat that makes our blocks give us 1 dexterity gives every block an extra, like for example this iron wave. When we play that, we will get 6 block instead of 5 whenever we have 1 dexterity, so that's really good. Perfect strike, deal 6 damage, deals 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike. I wonder if that's just like in the deck or if it's just in the hand. I have actually no clue. I gotta take the iron wave because like it's just safe. It's a 5 damage, 5 block for 1, so it's not that bad. Okay, here we have our first rest site, or campsite. So we can either rest here to regain health. We are still very healthy, so I think we're just gonna upgrade the card for free. I really like upgrading Clash here because like the same debuffs work around this that like, can only be played when we only have attack and snap, but it will deal 4 more damage and still for 0. And like we saw with the dual wield, like getting 2 of those is really good. Let's take another question mark and see what happens. You come across a dead adventurer on the floor. His pants have been stolen. Also, the armor and face appears to be scorched by flame. Oh, that sounds bad. Though his possessions are still intact, you're in no mind to find out what happened here. So okay, so we get an option to either search him and like for a chance to find loot, but also with 25% that the monster that killed him returns. I think we can gamble for that. Okay, we found some gold. We can do another one. Can we do one more? Oh, okay. That was a bad one. Should have stopped. Gambling gets you, guys. Gambling really gets you. This is not too bad. And also giving some more armor. Double tapping and double clashing. Boom! That was a good first turn. Went pretty well. Okay, so these guys are putting like the same like a debuff card in our deck called Dazed, which means that whenever we draw them, we basically can't do anything. Remove armor here, but it's not gonna be enough, so we're gonna take some damage here. I'm gonna take like 6, which we would regain unless we take anything more, because of our burning blood relic that we start with. Okay, here we're not gonna take any damage, but we're still gonna do the block so we can use the clash, because it's still 18 damage. Boom! Okay, we're getting there. We're getting close. Okay, here we have a Dazed. Really want the armor. Killing this. Okay, we are safe for this turn. Feels good. Okay, so last opponent. We just gonna draw here. Get more defense. But like we don't have any attacks, so there's no reason for us to use a double tap. Oh, and this is actually have something called Ethereal. If this card is in your hand at the end of the turn, it's exhausted. Exhausted means that we are not gonna be able to redraw that card later down the line. So that's actually really good, having multiple of those in the hand for one turn where we don't take damage. Dual wield basher, even though we can't use 2 bashes, but it gives us another one in the deck later, like for this combat. Here we need to take 9 damage. That's kind of a lot. Triggers twice. Gives us double the armor. even though we didn't need it. More dazed. He really just wants us to get dazed a lot here. Okay, we're gonna armor up, strike him for another 6, and he's probably dead next turn. Like, Ironclad as a character is very straightforward. It's basically like block, kill him, block, kill him. That's the only thing we would need to do. Okay, we are not killing him because we can't use Clash here. Because, you see, I have non-attack cards in my hand. Because Dazed counts as non-attack cards. You just need to pass it without using the Dazed. Which sucks. But it still has no force, because we just need 1 damage card to kill him. We can even stun on him by double tap and strike for him. Okay, that worked pretty well, and we get another relic, Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. That's pretty good for us. Deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, apply 1 vulnerable. It's a good card. But Battle Trance, draw 3 cards. You cannot draw an additional card this turn for 0 is just amazing. Okay, we get to go to a chest room. So here we're gonna get some gold, and we're gonna get a happy flower, which is every 3 turns we gain an extra energy in combat. Okay, now we need to fight another. Like, this is our 3rd elite combat so far this round, and we are still on 70 HP, so we're doing pretty well, I would say. Okay. Might as well draw. And then, let's see. We can apply some poison. Let's throw some poison on this guy. Okay, he negates debuffs. Artifact. Negates 1 debuff because we just burnt one of our potions for nothing. Like you see up here, we can have up to 3 different potions, and they can be everything from like gaining energy, drawing cards, doing damage. So there's a lot of different types of cards there is like in this game. Okay, so we got like draw a card, get a double tap, and then we can Iron Wave one of our opponents. So we do that 2 times, which brings armor up to 18, which means we are not gonna take any damage. Which feels really, really good. We're doing well here too, but not as well as we did the first one against these guys. Okay, so now every 3 turn we get an extra. We have an extra energy, so we get to do some damage, block more, then strike him 2 times. And there we got like from the Kunai, every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 3 dexterity. So now we have a dexterity. So whenever we drop a block card, we will get an extra armor for free. Okay, this is a super passive turn. We just get to armor up a lot. Okay, I think strike, double tap, strike might be the play. We get to burn off 3 of the discs that we had in our deck, which is really good. And like we can check our draw pile whenever we want. So we have 3 cards left, and whenever those runs out, they just reshuffle the other cards. So we're gonna have a clash and defend and a daze next turn. So the clash is basically useless for us. Wow, this is bad. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. We might as well just draw some cards here. Do some damage. Do some more damage. Draw some cards. Hopefully it's gonna be dazed. And then we burn off some more dazeds. So, like you can see up here, our deck is supposed to be 16 cards, but we have so many dazed that our deck is actually 20. Okay, let's 11 plus 9 plus 5. Like they're actually 25 cards in our deck. So we have like 9 dazed in the deck right now, which is really, really bad. We are going to take more damage. This is not turning out going that well anymore. And if you're not familiar to roguelike games, like roguelike game means that whenever you die, it's over. There's no save, there's no coming back, there's nothing like fun like that. Like you're dead, you're dead. But the good thing about a roguelike, like about dying in a roguelike, is you get some sort of reward no matter what. Like either you get better at the game, which is like is kinda, it says itself. But you could also like get new cards, new abilities, new heroes. So you're basically just able to survive easily, like progress easier the next time you play. Okay, burning off 3 discs, doing some damage. This combat is going on for a long time right now. I really like dual wielding another Iron Wave, so we get the armor that we need without having to use a defend card. That's good. Okay, 14. Can we please find so we can kill him? Oh, we would have if we would have like a million days in hand. Like we have burnt off 24 days this combat. It's insanity. It's insanity, like pure insanity. Okay, double strike, boom. There we go. Finally, we're through that. So we get our gold. Mummified hand. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn. Oh, that's pretty good. And here we get a power. Inflame. Gain 2 strength. Like power card is basically a card you play once, and it will give you a buff for the rest of the combat. Corrupt is another power card. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill. Exhausted. So we could get like block to be 0 cost, but when we have played them, we can't play them again. I think Inflame is the best option. We do have 225 gold, so let's check out the store for the first time in this run. So like the store is this little merchant here. He's a monk with a balloon face, and yeah, he sells us random stuff every time we get here. So let's see. We could get a big block card. Gain 30 block exhaust, which is pretty good. But there might be something else that's better. What's this? Whenever you play a power attack or skill in the same turn, remove all your debuffs. That's actually not too bad. We only have 1 power, so that's really rare that we are gonna be able to do that. This is good against bosses. Cost 1 less energy for each time you lose HP this combat. Yeah, let's go for that. We can also get an uppercut just to get some more like big damage cards in. So now we're going straight for 3 fights up to a resting spot. Okay, so this is now we're back at like regular minions. He's not gonna do any attack this first turn, so we're gonna do an up and double tap, and then we can do double uppercut, applying weak, doing a lot of damage. When an opponent's weak, that means that they're taking 50% like extra damage. And when it says weak like this and 2, it's only 2 turns. It's not that it's 50 percent extra damage 2 times, which is kind of important to know. What buff here? Random card gets 3. Get to defend, and we get to do a lot of damage. Although we're gonna take a lot of damage also. We're gonna take like 11 damage here, which is not great for us. We get an exhaust also in our deck. So this guy has to go. There's no questions about that. We can draw some free cards. Okay, we are not gonna be able to burn off all of this. We can't use the clash this turn. I think we're just gonna do some damage, dual wield, and get a clash, like an extra clash into our deck. Okay. Weaken. So he has weakened us. We are gonna take more damage. Okay. Here we get to do a lot of damage back though. I think we're gonna defend, so we just take 1 damage because we couldn't kill him. We were like 1 point of lethal, so. Well, we can just uppercut kill. Feels good. We get to add another new card. Cleave is really good. It's a good like AoE sweep. Deals 8 damage to all enemies. Rupture is whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. So basically, we can do like life tapping basically and get more damage. But we don't have any life tapping cards, so I think Cleave is just the best. Because Thunderclap, even though it also is an AoE damage, but it's only like it has 1 vulnerable. It doesn't help us unless we have like multiple of them. It's just gonna be for 1 turn. Next combat, let's go. Straight up, we're going to take a lot of damage here, which I don't really like. But there's not that much we can do about it. Okay, so we are on 42 out of 96 HP, so we are really gonna need some healing to happen pretty soon. We are going to take another 12 here, so we're down to 30. This is not good. This is actually very bad. And we gain 6 back, but still it doesn't feel good. Searing Blow deals 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. Like in normal cases, like a card can only be updated once or twice maybe, but this can be upgraded how much we want. So we can make this really strong if we wanted to. Mercy, draw a card, put a card from your hand onto the top of the draw pile. Exhaust, that might be good. Like more card draw, and also like being able to take a card from the, like getting 1 card back that we have used already. Here we just have to defend a lot because we can't really take more damage because we are going to the rest site after this to rest up and get some health. But after that we're fighting like the boss for this level. So that is not going to be the easiest thing ever. Should I go to top of the draw pile? It's sort of like having. Let's see. We're gonna double tap bash here into a strike. So yeah, blood for blood might be the best card to keep behind. And yeah, we're just gonna need to take 8 damage here, even though we really can't take more damage. This is a big problem. That's not lethal. It's close, but it's not lethal. That was close one. Okay, our last card before we go up to the boss. What do we need? Battle trance. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Combust. Okay, it's a risky card, but it might help like get us through the boss really easy. So here we're gonna rest up for 28 HP. So we are on 62 going into the boss fight. The Guardian, our first boss in this run. Okay, let's see. First turn is not doing any damage, so we get to do a lot of damage to him then. Strike, hit. Might as well put up defensives. It doesn't matter because they're gonna get discarded either ways. But now he's gonna start hurting us. He's doing 32 damage. That's so much. That's so much damage. Holy crap, this is not good. Probably gonna save dual wield. We need to armor. that's for sure. Getting him weak means that he's doing build a little bit less damage, that's really important. And then we might just need to buff ourselves and then bash. Oof! We did exactly enough damage when we went into defensive mode, so we get to skip that damage. That was lucky. That was very, very lucky. Okay, so he has got a 4, which means whenever we hit him, he hits us back, which sucks a little bit, but there's not that much we can do about it. We're gonna take 9 damage here from him. Okay, Combust is really good here. I'm actually gonna drink our Dexterity Potion, which means that we gain more, like more armor from this, from shrugging it off. And now we actually get to use our Clash for free, which is really, really nice. Doing a lot of damage. Like, we're still gonna take a lot from him. We're still gonna take 11 damage, but we got to go through a lot, so it might actually be worth it. And here we get to weaken him, so here we're gonna be safe for 1 turn for damage, I think. Yeah, we have 2 extra to spare them. Gonna make him vulnerable because we get to do this here, which does extra damage into this. Yeah, okay, he's getting super, super low. Like, we are slow too, but he has not yet done like major damage to us. So double tap into Iron Wave here is really good. Like, because we are still armoring up. And then we might as well just draw some cards and see what we get. That's good, because we get a flash. Okay, we got him next turn. Let's go, guys! Okay, so we just get to hit them for 1, and boom! We beat the boss. So, whenever you beat a boss, we get some gold, we get Essence of Steel, gain 4 plate armor, which is actually like, it's a buff that will give us armor for 4 turns, or like a potion, which is really, really nice. And then we get to pick like one of the more rare cards to put in our deck. So, Dark Embrace, whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. That's a pretty good power if we get like a lot of cards that exhausts. Find Fire, exhaust all cards in your hand, deal 7 damage for each exhausted card. Okay, this is good, this is good. Like, if we can get a crazy big hand, we can just do a lot of damage to our opponents. And then last of all, when you beat a boss, you get to open a chest with 3 different relics, and we get to choose one of them. And the first one is Runic Dome. Gain 1 extra energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer see enemies' intents. So this is basically like, we are getting 1 more energy, but we basically put on hardcore mode because don't know if they're gonna attack or what they're gonna do. That seems really, really bad. Calling Bell. Upon picking, obtain 3 curses and 3 relics. This is like a gamble. Like, curses are bad, but 3 relics are always good. But Tiny Houses. Upon pick up, obtain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card and upgrade a card. This is just amazing. So we got an upgraded strike. We got some gold, an Asian potion, which it gives us an artifact. An artifact basically just removes a debuff. We get to pick another card. We're gonna pick we already have 1 Iron, a metallic just a passive at every turn. We get 3 blocks, which is really, really good. So now we get to proceed. So Act 2, the city. But we are going to start the journey up the second spire in the Act 2 to the city in the next video. So until then, have a great one.